What's the shortest you've dated?
5'10".
That ain't that short. That ain't that short.
Short for me.
Okay, that's understandable. What about for you?
5'6".
5'6".
Yikes.
Was he packing up?
Was he packing though? Was he packing? Where's Carolina?
What was that noise?
I hear something,
she
but
was
I don't
coming.
see it.
Wow.
I hear her, but I don't see her.
Okay. I'm short, but y'all tall. Y'all got problems of your own. All right. Y'all go sit down. We're going to talk about it. Ramon, welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Hello.
I'm so excited for you to have some cocktails for the ladies from La Calle Tacos y Cantina. What do you got?
Absolutely. We got some margaritas for the señoritas over
Ooh,
here.
okay. We're going to talk about it later and everything that's going on.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, let's take these drinks to the ladies. Let's get into it.
Yeah, what's up for a nightcap? Chill, you know, kick back.
That'd be the most annoying one. I
hate
could
all
climb
of
that
it.
tree.
Hate that one. Hate that one.
Literally,
that
that's the
tree.
worst. That's the most annoying one.
Get on my face.
Oh, I like a challenge. Take that challenge over there.
Welcome, ladies, to the nightcap. You know, y'all wanted to make fun of me, but now I get to dive into your traumas, okay? Let's talk to the tall queens, shall we?
Shovels.
We've got Antoinette on the couch for the very first time. Welcome, welcome, boo-boo.
Thank you.
Next to you, we've got Winnie back. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey.
And the host of Adultish Wines, Paige Crutcher, back in the building.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, ladies, y'all are tall. Let's hear your heights. How tall are y'all?
I'm 5'10", barefoot.
5'10" barefoot.
5'10" barefoot.
5'10" barefoot.
I'm 5'11".
Barefoot.
Barefoot.
And y'all love to wear your heels, baby.
Absolutely.
Do.
Yeah.
So y'all are typically how tall when you step out?
About a good 6'1",
I would say between 6 and 6'2", depending on the heel.
6'2", yeah.
The biggest.
Yeah.
The largest.
The biggest, the
6'5" when I step out. These are tiny today.
Okay.
I got little babies on, but they're usually
Those
like
are called babies.
these
yeah,
are babies.
No.
These are
okay.
baby heels. I don't-
Okay.
I think my highest hill is probably like this big and wear it with pride.
I love it. No, I feel you should. Like,
Yeah.
why should you wear kitten heels or flats just because?
I don't not wear those heels because of the tall factor, but for me, it's like, I got ankle issues. I'm old now. You know what I mean? I gotta keep them.
I got knee issues.
It's a long way to fall when you're so tall. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta keep those heels short.
Right.
They have perching heels where you can just perch with them on.
That's true.
Just a perch heel.
I have somebody carry you.
Not, yeah, don't do too much. Just like
somebody
Mariah
carry
Carey.
me.
Like you gotta have the cute heels. Like you just put them on and then you sit and just look cute.
Okay.
You have to have those heels too, and then you gotta have the heels that you can walk in.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Notes.
Notes.
Okay, ladies, you guys reacted very aggressively to that video. So what are your thoughts on all those options?
That
The
last
climb the tree one is the most annoying one.
You guys, men actually say this to you.
Yes.
Absolutely.
If
In
Multiple
person-
times a day.
Literally, if I had $1 for every time that comment has been made to me, I would not have to work. I would not have to work
You play ball?
all the time. Oh, we could have great kids.
My God.
I've actually been approached, and I had a guy literally be like, "I'll pay you to have kids with me."
I've had
Dead
that
ass
too.
in
I had
Atlanta.
one. He wanted me to sign
Literally.
a contract to have his large children.
Yep.
This is not a joke. He has 2 large children now in Pittsburgh somewhere.
It has happened, and they're not yours.
Oh, thank God. Amen.
Has it ever worked? Like, has there ever been a man who said it with the right octave
No.
to be like, no,
No.
It's never coming from an attractive man or one with money. Okay, there it is.
That's a fact. Even when I was drunk, it didn't hit.
Never.
I was just like, "Oh, okay, so let's go."
And I'm tired of
Get him away from
laughing at
me.
it. Like in my 20s, I was like,
I don't even laugh anymore. Yeah, you just
I
look
was
at him
like-
and give him
and
a
I'm
blank
just like-
face.
That's not a compliment.
face.
Because a lot of them think that that's a compliment, and it's like it's not a compliment. It's very like cringe.
We same size when we lay down.
Yeah.
That's gross. You need to get
It's
away from
cringe.
me immediately.
That is awful. We the same size when we land.
size doesn't matter if you lay down
Yeah.
and you're laying down.
When I'm standing up and my hand comes right here to try to hold your hand, that's a problem.
I bench press your weight. Please get away
That's a
from
problem.
me.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so is it difficult in these streets? I mean, dating in general, I think is difficult, but do you
Girl.
think it's harder for y'all?
You know what? Yes, because I'll speak on the fact that last week I went to Lock Bar and I sat there by myself and I just observed at the bar, right? Everybody was there with somebody, and the height of the women that I was looking at was not our height at all. Like I was probably looking at like 5'4", 5'5", 5'6". I think the tallest she was probably maybe 5'8". It was not no tall girls at all.
And all the men's were tall.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay. Like there was a guy that he looked like he was probably like 6'4", and the girl probably came like to his like belly button, like chest, mid chest, and he was just loving it. And I was just like, that's not weird for you. Like I know you got back problems, so you got to bend down to kiss her.
No, they love it.
They love it.
That's what I've been hearing.
Carolina.
They don't
Carolina.
Antoinette.
You love tall men. We know. You're taking one of ours, aren't you?
No, because what's the ideal height for y'all?
I mean,
Ideal, right? Not the
have
standards
one.
that you've dropped to, because it's hard to find.
I do not have one.
Ideal 6'5".
Okay.
I don't have one. I do not care. I do not care. I know that they care
We are
about
so
height.
opposite.
I do not care.
Okay, we're gonna dive into why you don't care after this.
For
but
me,
Wendy?
ideally, you can't be shorter than me without shoes on. Like I'm 5'10", so I would love to
Okay.
do 5'10" and up.
That's fair.
I've tried dating guys shorter than me. It just
that's
does
fair.
not. It has not worked.
So you'll be tall. You're okay with if you're in heels being taller than someone.
If he's 5'10", yeah. If he's okay with it.
Okay.
But like 5'7", nah. I would. I mean,
be.
you know,
I like
the taller the better for me.
I was like, I like
No. Listen, Antoinette is
me.
ready. So after the break, we're gonna hear why she's cool with just any height. You stay right there. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We're talking about what it's like dating as a tall woman. I don't know, but my ladies on the couch do. We've got Antoinette, Winnie, and P. Honey. All right, Antoinette.
Yes.
You don't have a height preference.
I do not.
Why not? Or how did this come about? Were you initially attracted only to taller, or?
Shall I say older?
Yeah.
Okay, no. This is what this is about. This is not what this is about. This is not what this is about.
We can get into it though.
I have never had an issue since childhood because I grew up in a house with like major confidence, like always being given to my height. I'm 5'11". I've been 5'11" since I was 15 years old.
Okay.
And it's never been a thing for me where I'm just like, oh my God, I'm too tall for him or he's too short for me. I've never cared. But I will say this, the men that are shorter than me, they are able to stand on their wallet. So that is not all that matters in life, but it is an added benefit. It is an added benefit. It definitely helps. When you are only 5'7" and you want to attract a tall, radiant goddess such as myself.
Okay.
But I do like, I've dated 6'9", I've dated 5'6". That's somewhere in the middle I find myself with right now.
Would y'all say that height is proportionate to length?
Laying down there.
Where else, baby?
Okay, so lit. We're gonna get into it.
Not in my experience.
Okay.
Not in your experience?
No.
Not in your
No.
experience.
No, the 6'9" was horrible.
Yeah, there have been
5'7" was with
times.
it.
Yeah.
There have been times where I was like, for sure, I know what's going on down there,
Yeah.
God, don't you hate it?
and I have been like, surprised.
Where is it?
What is that?
Kind of like
Where's
when
it
we were
at?
looking for you earlier. I'm like, whoa, this is not what I was
This
promised.
is a setup.
Not
This is
me
a setup. I
being
was set up.
compared to a micro, okay?
It was-
What?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that is true. Because it has been some tall, and I'm like, ooh, I'm excited. And then, like she said, you know, nothing happens. And it's like, oh, where did it go?
Yeah.
What happened to it?
That's happened to me too.
But 5'7".
Yeah.
280, 6'6",
It's just
1 inch.
like,
I don't know. It was bad.
Yeah.
Great guy though. Great
Wow,
guy.
what a personality.
Great guy. Great guy. Generous man.
Generous, okay. I was
Not
gonna ask
generous everywhere, but
that's the
generous.
only way he was a great guy, because he was a generous man. That's the only reason why.
Also, he could really, like, this was his best attribute. Right here.
Yeah.
his face.
Sure. His mouth.
His mouth. Oh.
Amen.
Amen. I mean, they gotta
Because
learn.
if you're lacking in one area,
You better supply in another.
No, that's facts.
Okay.
That's facts. Or you got to hit the door. Got to go.
Hit the door, not
You
the
gotta-
back door. Just
You got to go. No,
a window, if you will. Please get out. I don't care. What
gotta go.
exit you hit,
You
hit
gotta
it
go.
immediately. I
gotta
don't
go.
care.
all right.
don't have an issue.
All right, we spiced it up. All right, we're gonna talk about what y'all are hoping for now that you've experienced what you've experienced after the break, okay?
Okay.
All right, y'all stay right there. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. I got the biggest, the largest in the building. We've got Antoinette, Whitney, and Paige in the building. All right, we discussed length. We've discussed how tall and short we're willing to go. But what is ideal for y'all? What's the biggest issue you think you guys are facing as tall women in the dating world?
Finding pants that fit me. Okay. With men or like in tall girl general life?
No, not tall girl
Oh, I
general.
was about to say, I can never find a jean, honey. What?
I'm so sorry.
With the men?
Yeah, with the men. Yeah.
I would just say stop being scared to approach us. Like I get it. I'm tall. This is a lot of decadence right here. You know, the fits be fitting and everything like that. Just have confidence. Come and approach me. I don't bite unless you ask.
Ooh.
But yeah.
That also for me, in my big age, I've started to date some shorter. 5'10" for me is short. 5'11", 6 foot, but like don't have that short
man syndrome.
Short man syndrome.
Yeah, just angry.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
What is like a short man syndrome?
like overly cocky, trying to make up for the size that you don't
Yeah, that you
have,
don't
whether
have.
it's there or here. Like
Rude to people for no reason.
Rude.
Just like insert your dominance. It's unnecessary. It's not needed. It's
controlling
really not needed.
ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doing too much when other tall men are around.
Exactly. Oh, he ain't that tall. Yes, he is.
Like,
The
ooh,
fact that
how
you're pointing it out.
Why are you worried about his height? Oh my
Yes, he
God.
is.
I never hear a tall man talk about he ain't tall. Like, stop. This is a defense mechanism because
Yeah.
you're 5'9".
Or
like,
how
just relax.
about when they continuously say like if you're in heels, like
You're
I
not
don't-
that tall.
I don't mind that you're tall. You're not that
Like, they have
tall.
to keep
I don't
reassuring
mind. I'm
you.
like, stop talking about it. Seems like you mind.
Yeah, it seems like it does bother you for sure.
Or they tell me that I'm not 5'11" because there's no way that I'm 5'11" because they're 6 foot, and I'm gonna say you need to go back to your doctor because you are 5'10".
Yeah,
because
you're
I'm
not
clearly
5'11".
taller than you, and it's okay, but we have to be quiet. The restaurant reservations are in 5 minutes.
The amount of 5'10", 5'11" men that are like, oh, I'm 6 foot, and it's like, no, you're not. I'm looking at you in your, me and you are right here. You're not 6.
Have y'all like gone on a date with somebody from the app who said, I'm 6'1", and you believe them and you arrive and they're definitely not 6 foot or
Yes.
6'1"?
That has happened.
Yes,
That
but
has
he
happened.
said 6'5", but he was like 6'2", and I was like,
Here's the thing, like
Yeah.
just you're starting it off bad. You're already lying.
Yeah, well, they already lying.
So just say the height, and if I choose to continue, I went with on a date with one guy who didn't know his height. I could tell he was shorter by his photos. He ended up being 5'10". I ended up dating him for months. I was like, I'm so glad that I didn't know his height, so that
Yeah.
taught me something. But I liked his energy until it turned bad.
Bad. Here's a
It
kicker
always
though, like
does.
for the girls that are on the apps, here's a way that you can tell like somebody's height. So if you look at the back, like if they take a picture in front of a door, right? I
Yeah.
used to do this when I used to be on the apps. And if you get a measuring tape, you can measure where 5'10", 5'11", what 6'1", 6'2" is on a door. And if because some doors they have the little blocks, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like the long
That's
one and
how I
the
used to
short
do with
one.
an indicator too. If they're
something
standing up against
that.
a frame,
Yeah.
I'm finding
So
out.
it's like you gotta see where the marker is, like where it is on the door. And if they're standing and their head hits that point, you can tell what their height is. Just saying, that's for y'all.
That bathroom picture is gonna set it off every
It's gonna
time.
set it off
time.
every single
Bathroom. I'm
time.
like, the mirror, the medicine cabinet is right there. I know when I'm in the bathroom, the medicine cabinet's like right there. So I know if
Every
he's
time.
here, he has to be like 5'9", and he's lying on his profile right now for what? Swipe, get out of here.
Yeah, every
Liar.
time.
Okay.
Every single
don't
time.
like it. We don't know why.
Winnie and Antoinette, aren't y'all bisexual?
Yes.
I am not.
You're not.
I am
I'm so sorry.
Not.
I'm going to
wish
say this
maybe
again.
I was. Listen, I wish I was not attracted to men at all, but
Winnie, you're bisexual,
I
yes?
am.
Does height matter for you with women?
Absolutely. I went
Taller
out
or-
this past weekend, and every time I go to a Bliss event, shout out to Bliss, it's always the short ones that are trying to get me, and I'm like,
They
what am I
lo-
going to do with you? I'm literally looking at you down here. Like, no, thank you.
So you
But
want
then-
your women to be taller than you?
Absolutely, absolutely. But then the tall ones that I like be like, hey, I'm interested in you. For some reason, they like get scared or like back off, and I'm like, I don't bite again unless you ask.
So you
Or they're all
intimidate
taken.
men and women.
That's not my problem. I
Not
don't
the
know what
shorter
y'all want me to
ones.
do.
Not the
Not the
shorter
shorter
ones.
Not the
ones.
short ones. Yeah, but I'm like, I can't do nothing with you. You look like a child.
short
Like, no,
lesbians
thank
love a
you.
tall woman.
They do,
They
but I don't-
love a
no,
tall
thank
woman. I've been
you.
hit on by a few.
Yeah,
If I was
no.
a lesbian though, Natasha Cloud.
get it.
No.
She's 5'11". We're
I
eye
want
to
like
eye.
I want like a Ty Young kind of vibe. Like,
Oh, not a tie. Don't do that.
I'm just saying,
Not
like
Ty.
that's
And she's gonna go for it too, not tie.
that's what I like. You know, like that's just what I like. I'm a tall girl, and it's like, again, wearing heels, and I can't even hold your hand. What am I? No.
Yeah.
It's
We're
just-
gonna go to a WNBA game. We're gonna go to a Dallas Wings
You
game.
can't pick me up. So it's like, No, you're 5'6". I'm 5'10". You can't pick me up.
I mean,
okay?
maybe.
Nah,
You
it's weird.
gotta find out. You gotta find out.
It's weird.
Okay, so how are y'all looking for someone currently, or are y'all happily single and out in these streets?
You know what? I've been minding my business, and I'm gonna continue minding my business because it's just it's a waste of time, honestly. It can be fun, you know, but like I'm just minding my business, honestly.
I'm open to it. I haven't really been like on the hunt, I wouldn't say. Like I'm kind of doing my own thing, and I've met some people, have had some conversations, some interests there, but I'm not like on the apps swiping, looking for a date every week to find my man. I'm like, I got my own thing going on.
Yeah.
Okay. What's up, Antoinette?
You be
I haven't
outside.
been. No, I do not be outside. I work outside. I am not chronically outside. But I deleted Hinge. I deleted every single app 4 years ago. I have not been on an app. I do try to date. I'm dating somebody right now that's 5'11".
Oh.
I am.
Y'all done. Damn. I'm so sorry, streets. Antoinette is no longer available.
Wait, no, hold on. We're not closed off. This is not Love Island. We're not closed off. We might still be exploring. I don't know what this is. It's not definitive. He is 5'11", though.
And that's not a
I
problem.
ain't got a problem with it.
You ain't got no problem with
And
it. I don't
sure
know why
don't.
you
As
keep.
long as you're enjoying
But
it
you
and
should
having
keep announcing the
fun.
height. It sounds like she might have a
I
problem.
don't. I like looking at his and deep in his eyes because we're the same height.
You know where you need to take him out for Latin restaurant weeks, okay?
I should.
You
Ooh,
should.
that would be a vibe.
Because, baby, there's things happening. And we're going to go behind the bar because La Calle Tacos y Cantina is in the building, and we're going to find out how to make a margarita. Thank you so much, ladies. Find yourselves the king you deserve.
Cheers, cheers,
All right, we'll be right back.
Tall girl.
Welcome back to the Nightcap. I'm behind the bar because it is Latin Restaurant Weeks coming to Houston. So you know it's time to do what? Back that glass up. Yes, and we had delicious margaritas from La Calle Tacos y Cantina. And I've got the owner back in the building, Ramon Soriano, and baby, the ladies. They drank it up.
Of course.
It was so good. But you guys are taking part in this wonderful week
Yeah.
of festivities,
Yeah,
right?
it's a great event every year. We participate. I think it's our 5th year doing it, and it's always very good. They always bring a lot of people that probably wouldn't get to know us.
Mm-hmm.
So we're giving a 25% discount for whoever
hell
mentions
yeah.
they're coming for the week. So that's a very good.
Okay, so
deal.
it's not a menu, it's just like a straight up discount.
All total, including discount on margaritas.
Oh, drinks are included.
course.
Oh, okay. All right, well let's get to shaking because I see you've got something pre-poured. But for people who need to know what this is right here, like me, what is this?
We have an awesome flight. You can order it like this. And
Flight?
Yeah, a margarita flight. So we feature all of our flavors. We have the pineapple, we have the strawberry, we have mango, and we have watermelon. Everything, all fresh ingredients made from scratch. It's not all of those syrups that have a bad flavor. Everything's fresh, made from scratch. That's the catch of it. And that's the fun.
I want that. That's what I'm gonna order when I go to La Calle. And of course, the tacos. You can't get enough tacos when
Street tacos, you know, just like yellow corn tortilla. All of our meats, we have carnitas, pastor, suadero, onion, cilantro, squeeze of lime, and that's it. You don't have to go crazy.
You don't need to go crazy.
Exactly.
The flavor is in the meat itself, and that's all you need. And I can vouch for it. I just don't want to get lipstick on, and I gotta do some work, and I'll have it, after the show. So let's make this margarita. So we're gonna make which one?
So let's do a classic one. Just a
classic,
classic, simple margarita. The only difference is that we add the puree of for the flavors, but always use like a good tequila. Don't cheap out on the tequila, right?
Okay.
You want the good stuff. So it has two parts of the tequila, one part of triple sec, one part of lime, and then simple syrup.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
all there together. A very important thing is you have to shake it up really well. That's what gets all the flavor integrated. So you want to go
I have
ahead.
a question for you. Do you just top it, or do you put it in and
No,
then
just top it
You just
and then
top
shake it,
Okay.
yeah, to make sure
I
it
mean
goes,
that-
and just shake it.
And there
yeah.
went my wonderful bracelet.
That's what gets all of the flavor started. That's a very, very important step to shake it really well.
I mean, this is the one thing I can do behind the bar. My hands get frozen as they are right now.
And then
that
you always
frothy?
you don't want to use the same ice. Always have some ice on the glass so you don't
No,
have to use
no
that.
dirty dumps.
Right, exactly. Because you know all the ice is
for you.
broken
It's
and it gets
good for
diluted
you.
very quickly.
Yep.
So you don't want that in your margarita. You want nice fresh ice.
Nice fresh ice.
Top it up.
That would have been dangerous.
Top it up. Look at that. Perfect pour. Look at that.
All right, how did I do? Taste it?
Have you done this before?
A little bit.
Yeah, I can tell. It's all in the shake.
It was all in the shake.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I didn't put any of the ingredients in. All I did was shake, baby, and I could do that. All right, listen, Latin Restaurant Weeks is happening in Houston. Take part. Go adventure out and try new foods like La Calle Tacos y Cantina. Thank you so much, Ramon.
Yes, thank you.
All right, cheers to you. Maybe, you know, take a tall girl out, you know, show her a good time. All right, see you guys next time. We've got every episode of The Nightcap, and we can go for hours. Download the Fox Local app on any of the following smart TV platforms and get in on the fun.